Hello, Mr. John.
Ah, hi. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
How's your
You,
day?
well, we're in the middle of the afternoon here. So far, it's been pretty good. It was raining a little bit this morning, but now it looks like it's kind of sunny outside. Well, cloudy, sunny, but looks nice outside. Still cool here. Like 15 degrees, maybe, I think. So not too
It's
warm. Pretty nice
14
temperature.
degrees out here.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
Actually, it's pretty cool for now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Staying home over the weekend, or you go anywhere? Or
I have a course that I go to, but on this day I've finished the course early because there isn't too much things that I must do at there. And after that I go to sport, and after sport I came home.
what kind of sports? You go to like a club or gym
Uh,
or
yeah,
school?
gym.
School gym?
No, gym.
What kind of sport? Like you're just like working out at the gym?
Yeah,
Oh, what do you do at the gym? Like lift weights or something or?
yeah, lifting weights, running, swimming. I
Oh,
do all kinds of things.
oh. How long you been going to the gym?
It's be 10, no, not 10, maybe 4 or 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, okay. Right. Yeah, well, a lot of people like gyms, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. So, do you ever do anything on here with these lessons on Cambly or read a story or anything? Or do you just want to
Actually,
random
uh,
conversation?
some tutors that I've talked with do a conversation, and some of them do what's the um weird stories about my series or something for YouTube. And some tutors are try to learn some new things for YouTube and something.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
You watch something on YouTube?
No, I have YouTube channel, and I put the conversation that
Oh, I
I
see. Okay. Oh, oh, I now get it. Oh, yeah. I think we did that. You did that with last time we talked,
yeah.
I think. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to, like, if you have some kind of a topic to talk about, or then maybe you can learn some new vocabulary depending on what the topic is. Um, Sometimes that's a good thing to practice. Another thing for vocabulary to practice is use a word association. That's a good thing for practicing too. Just
Yeah,
for vocabulary, right?
you're correct.
Yeah. I don't remember what are you interested in?
I'm interested in space, and
Space?
yeah, space
Oh,
and what's the name of it?
space travel. Did you see the did you see the
Medicine.
you know, oh, okay. Do you know what Starlink is? You know what Starlink is, right?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know
see that?
Sterling.
Have you ever seen this? Have you seen a Starlink or a picture of it or a video of it?
I've had watched a video of it.
Have you seen the new Starlink, the mini Starlink?
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a mini one now, a mini Starlink.
correct.
It's pretty interesting. I think it came out a month ago or so, or 2 months ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really small. It's like the size of like the size of a book. You can carry it in your backpack, and you can go hiking somewhere in the mountains and set it up to connect to the internet. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, pretty interesting. Yeah, it's really changed. That Starlink. How long has Starlink been around? When did they put it online? Starlink, 5 years ago, 10 years
It
ago.
must be.
You know, Starlink, because I know it got bigger and bigger because they kept adding satellites. You know, they have a lot of satellites in space now for Starlink. But how long has it been in service? 5 years? More than 5 years, maybe. 6 years, 7 years.
Let me see it. Take it and paste it. Where is it? Is it right? It's been 8 years or something.
8 years?
Yeah.
Here it says, yeah, announced in 2015.
Yeah,
that's almost 10 years.
Yeah, correct. You're correct. It's
Oh,
been
it announced it in 2015, and then the two satellites. 2018. It was launched in 2018. 2019, 60 satellites were set up for 2019. That was the year I came back from Japan. I moved back from Japan back to the United States in 2019. So about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's when it really started working. And now you can see how the technology's changed with that mini Starlink. It's very small. I don't think it's that expensive too. It's I think pretty reasonable, I think, to buy it. I think not that expensive. So pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, so like mobile, if your person is mobile, you want to go somewhere, you can just connect to the satellite, and it'll get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper probably.
Yeah, you're correct. Like if you can't call anyone on forest and you need a help, you can use this rocket. And
well, they're saying that in the future too, the next step for Starlink. So right now you need a computer to connect, some kind of a computer to connect to Starlink, I think.
Yeah.
But they're saying like the next step would be just using your smartphone.
Oh.
So you just connect with you don't need any that satellite. You won't even need the disk anymore. You won't even need the disk. The phone will just connect right to the Starlink satellite. And you can
Cambly, why not?
Yeah, that's the next step probably. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. How that works. Yeah. Anybody? Is it used in there? Does anybody use Starlink there, or do you know of anybody that uses Starlink?
As I know, there isn't anyone use Starlink at here.
Yeah, I think it's like if you live in a city, you can just connect to get your internet through probably some system in the city, or provider in the city. But if you live in the country area, maybe the Starlink thing is more useful. It's pretty interesting technology, that Starlink. What else are you interested in space? What about space you're interested in?
What am I interested at space?
Yeah, you said space. You're interested in space, like space travel, or?
Oh no, I only interested in space.
Like planets, like the planets, or?
No, I want to learn much more about space.
Oh. Like what?
Like
Is there
how
life? Is there life on another planet? What? Or traveling in space, living in space?
actually they have been for after many years, like in 10 years maybe, it's been something like that. Maybe it's been a colony on Mars that live at there.
But they said
But
that SpaceX said that one article that they're planning their mission to Mars, but the first rocket that goes to Mars, it takes 7 or 8 months to get to Mars.
yeah, correct.
It takes a long time. So they're probably not going to have any people on the rocket, but they said they might have robots. Tesla makes robots, right? And that they can use if they can put the robots on the Atlas. I think it's called the Atlas rocket. They can put robots on it, and when the rocket lands on Mars, the robots can walk around. If they're activated, they can move around the planet. Maybe they walk like human. They look like they have legs and arms. They can move like people. They're robots.
They've
Tesla is
changed.
making robots now. They're making a lot. They make robots.
Yeah.
What do they call the robot that's the same as from the movie Transformer? That has a name.
Correct. Transformers.
What's the name of the robot in the Transformer? It's called
The front
Prime.
man?
Optimus Prime. Yeah. So Tesla's robot is called Prime, I think, or Optimus Prime. I think that's what they call it. Yeah, I think that's what they call it. Prime. Optimus Prime. Just like in the movie. Yeah.
And they have called it Optimus.
Optimus Prime, yeah, Optimus. It's from the movie or from the cartoon Transformer. Optimus. Yeah, I've seen that robot moving. It's pretty interesting. It moves like it can do a lot of things. It's probably by the time they launch that rocket to go to Mars, maybe that robot will be even more advanced.
Yeah.
I don't know when that mission is planned, but I think they did some experimental launches. It blew up. It explodes. It's such a big rocket. It blows up. It blew up twice. So it's the biggest rocket ever built. The Atlas rocket is huge.
Yeah.
It has like
Before 5 years,
series of rockets.
Before 5 years, we have seen robot ducks, but now we have seen human robots.
Yeah, they look like human, but they're robots. But they need a battery? I think they have to run on some kind of battery. I think so. How do they?
There's a charger of them.
Well, they'll have to build how do you get a charging station on Mars? You need solar power, probably. I don't know where else you get power from.
Yeah.
Solar maybe. Solar power.
And maybe they have been create wind turbines to there because there's too much winds, too much storms out there, as I remember.
On Mars, there's there's windstorms. There are windstorms on Mars, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sandstorms or something like that.
Oh, really? Oh. I didn't know about the windstorms. I guess there probably are storms there too, like they are on Earth. Yeah. Yeah, kind of interesting. That whole thing about traveling in space. How much does it cost, do you think, to build that Atlas rocket? How much? It's pretty expensive, I think, right?
Yeah,
and it exploded. I think they launched 2 of them in the last 6 months, and they both exploded. But the cost, I don't know what they cost. What does it cost to build that Atlas rocket? Let me check here. Cost. Atlas rocket. Atlas. $153 million for one launch.
Oh,
Boy, that's
$1 million.
expensive. 153 million. Like it goes up and explodes. $153 million. Wow. Hopefully they'll get one that doesn't explode and they can fly into Mars or to Mars. After your very thrust.
Yeah.
The payload is unbelievable. It's a huge. I don't know how many there actually. The rockets are on the bottom. You know, there are a lot of rockets on it. $153 million. Wow. Atlas V. The Atlas V was 164 million.
Correct.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Wow. You think it's worth it?
Yeah.
Spending 160 million dollars to build a rocket that explodes, or it'd be better to spend that money on something else, like a hospital or a school or.
Actually, if it's been useful, if it helps to know much more things about space, you can use this money for these rockets. But if you do this rockets because of you want to fly something, it isn't useful.
So if they learn something, they learn how to make the rocket better and make it
Yeah.
actually work. Yeah. Well, they have to test it, right? There's a lot of testing. The thing is huge. It's
Correct.
a huge rocket. Yeah. I don't know what the names of those rockets. Each rocket had there's a name for it, but they're in a circle around, you know, like around the perimeter of the rocket, and they all blast off at different timing. I think the timing is all different.
Yeah.
Because it has to, when it flies in the air, the direction that it flies is different.
Actually, as I remember, the rocket is you following the same direction until the space. After space, it have directs itself to the place that it's go.
It does what?
Like you have take rockets and you have flight space. It's go same direction until space, like it's be space at here, and it here is Earth. You have to take your rocket from here and until here, until the space. The rockets have followed the same direction, but after
Trajectory. I think they call it trajectory. The trajectory of the. I think it's trajectory. The direction of the. Trajectory. I think they call it trajectory. Right there. Trajectory.
Trajectory
Is the way the direction it goes.
Like after it have gone space, it have turned itself to Mars, and it have go toward Mars, and as
Well,
I
I think.
remember, please go on.
I was going to say, then the ideal situation would be the rocket booster. The actual rocket booster will come back and land like they have with the other rockets. You know, the Dragon rockets come back and land, and I think they want this one to do the same thing if they can, because it's expensive to rebuild it all the time. So if they can have it come back and land, and then the actual rocket, the rocket goes to Mars, the module goes to Mars, but the booster will come back to Earth, I think.
Yeah, they have catch one of them with chopsticks.
Right. They want to, I think that's the ideal. Finally, in the end, the ideal situation is for the rocket booster to come back and land.
Yeah.
Because if it costs 164 million, if it can bring it back, they save a lot of money. So
Correct.
reusing it again. Because I think once it's in space, it doesn't need a lot of power to push it through space because there's no gravity. You know, just the power. It can power itself and go like probably with solar power. They can have it'll have enough power to make it to Mars. I think they've sent rockets to Mars already with there's a little car up there. What's it called? They had two of them. Rover 1 and Rover 2, I think. And it has a camera, and I think I think they're not working now though, I don't think, but or maybe they still are, I'm not sure. Rover 1, Rover 2. Collecting samples from the Earth and analyzing the samples with some kind of technology. I don't know how they do that, but can analyze the soil and yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens.
They're rovers.
Rovers. Rover 1, Rover 2. I don't know if are they still active? Rover. Let me see. Rover. Mars. Rover. Active. Mars rover. Yes, the Mars rover Perseverance and Curiosity are currently active on Mars.
Yeah.
Their names are Perseverance and Curiosity. That's interesting. Perseverance and Curiosity. Investing a crater. It's by a crater. Oh, that's been up there since 2012.
It's a lot. It's been
Curiosity. It's called Curiosity. Has been there since 2012. That's interesting.
And it's been 13 years that university have been work at space.
Do they have a camera that don't they have I think people can watch the camera. Isn't the camera live?
It isn't a camera like we use at Earth. The pictures have come like puzzles from there, as I remember, and the people that work at SpaceX or something have used show these puzzles and give these photos to us.
Well, it's pretty far away, right? To send a signal from Mars, you know, it's pretty far to go to Mars. So that signal has to go through space, and then they have to pick it up with another satellite, and I think it takes a long time for that signal to come back, I think.
Yeah. It must.
Yeah, interesting. Oh, I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess, in the future. That's good. It's interesting to see. I wonder if it'll happen within the next 10 years. You think somebody will go to Mars in 10 years?
Actually, they have do Starship now.
You think they'll go to Mars in 10 years?
I think they must be do much more things for the rocket that goes to Mars, because they have tried to use the Starship for Mars.
Well, if they ever send any people to Mars, you know, it takes 7 to 8 months to get there, and then coming back would be really, I think, difficult. How would they ever come back? Be 7 to 10 months coming back, and be like, that's a long time. How can you sit in a little, 7 months is a long time to be in a spaceship going to Mars. 7 months, 8 months in a little tiny space. probably lose all your muscle. Your muscle would just, I think, just vanish. I think.
You go to a 7-month trip. You stay there for a week, and after a week, you have come back to Earth.
But I think in that trip though, the muscles atrophy. Atrophy. They get weaker and weaker. Smaller, your muscles shrink because of there's no gravity, right? So you're not using any energy to make your muscle work. So your muscles shrink.
Actually, they can do something like gravity in rockets.
Oh yeah, they can replicate the gravity.
Yeah, they can control the gravity.
Oh. Yeah, because I think Mars, the gravity on Mars is less than Earth, so even on Mars, there would be, I guess muscle would still decline, I guess, because you're not using, there's no gravity there.
But they're nearly same.
The days are longer though too, aren't they? I think because the Earth goes, or the Mars takes twice as long to go around.
Yeah.
So, I think, yeah. No, I don't know if they had figured out the atmosphere on Mars. The atmosphere for people, how to live on Mars how can you live there? You need some oxygen, right?
Let me
the atmosphere is good enough to. It's not. I don't think suitable for humans. I don't think.
It tries that there is oxygen at Mars, but it's too less. Like the 95% of air is carbon dioxide, and 0.13% of air is oxygen.
Well, if it's a lot of carbon dioxide, then plants would grow easily there. They should plant a lot of trees when they go. They could plant trees and then they get some oxygen.
Correct.
Maybe get to plant a lot of trees.
But if we see like that, one tree can how year?
Yeah, plants should grow really well.
One tree have you create 190 kilograms of oxygen.
So they could grow. Maybe they could get some. Well, I guess it would help a little bit, but they still need. I think they have machines to make. You can get oxygen. I think you can generate oxygen in water, and you have to have food, some kind of food. Our time's going to run out. 4 seconds.